Welcome people, welcome to CAYBUZZ.NET. This is our third episode. And of course, it is the first podcast on the 345. And we're talking about the Cayman Islands, Cayman Rap, Little Cayman, and of course, Grand Cayman. I am your co-host, DJ Diva. And this event is sponsored by It's Cool a Spot alongside Shot Video and Shot Video Productions. If you're here in Cayman, you don't and feeling sad, don't have anywhere to go, It's Cool Spot is the place you need to be. It's where the parties are at 7 days a week. You have an 8th day? Oh, let us make an 8th day. But this is where it's at 7 days a week. And of course, if you want your images to be captured like none other, you deal with Shot Video and Shot Video Production.
If you're not shot, you flop.
If you're not shot, you're not. If you're not shot video, you're not shot. And if your video not shot, it not shot. So Ziva,
yeah.
How was your week? How did everything go down? Because you know we're going to go back to some parties that happened last week. And of course, we're going to be giving our reviews. But talk to me. What go on for you? Hey, you look plummy tonight and like you're de-stressed and...
What you mean? No, it was as again, thank God, we don't look like what we go through because struggle. There we go. But it was a good week. I still managed to get some downtime. Whole heap of work because I'm a workaholic same way. But I got a little downtime and I happened to go to the Ernie Smith concert.
Oh, wow.
Love, was it at Coral Beach?
Coral Beach.
Yes. That was the experience because, you know, I have myself a little vintage ride. So he likes, you know, those old events and so forth and so on. So we went out and we had a fun little time. And, you know, that event was quite something. I enjoyed myself. Don't pre me. Show myself vintage ride. Stay up out of my business. Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Ernie Smith was that performance.
Yeah, I had the privilege, of course, on Friday because the meet and greet was at Welly's. And I had the privilege, you know, he gave us about 3 songs.
Did he?
And can I tell you, he sounds just the same as he did umpteen years ago. Because he's in his late 70s, I think. So I had that experience and it was awesome.
That might be a little bit more than vintage. 70s. Vintage for me.
Yeah, so and then no, that was for Friday. Mm-hmm. And then Sunday, we were on an epic boat cruise. Zero where I come from. I mean, I tell us that God no sleep, you know.
Why?
Because let me tell you something. It was our first boat cruise. Yes. First ever.
For the promoter?
Yeah, for the promoter. First time ever. And when the first boat was at its capacity, she then had to get a second boat. That was pretty much the same amount of
patrons
as that of the first one. Then there was a little one with about 10 persons. So I mean, if you're coming,
blessing, you know?
Listen to me, man. Listen to where you are in life now. Where you come from. Because if you don't know where you're coming from, how is it that you're going to know where you are and where you want to go?
Exactly.
So when you come from zero, it gives you humility.
Yes.
You're able to better appreciate the things in life when you're there. You understand?
Yeah, man.
Not fly by there or come up something.
Yeah.
So it was awesome. I'm telling you. Kudos to you, Blackie, and the entire production team for that one. It was awesome. It was really awesome.
And you know what's so amazing about that too? It's a female promoter.
Yes, man. She got
it's a
crazy
female promoter, and it's her first time.
First time.
That's amazing. Proud of you, Blackie. Big up yourself. I hope your next event is just as great. Or even better. All right, so I came on. We know it go. So that's all the events we have this weekend, but we have a lot coming up.
Yes.
This weekend, right?
We're going to talk about those later on in the show. Yeah. But definitely, it's a hot weekend.
Busy. It busy bad. It busy till it buzzy. I mean, buzzy.
It's a hot weekend.
But before I go any further, I want to talk about the buzzy lady on my screen. Like, she's sitting right here and she's just so buzzy. Like, she pretty. I don't know, maybe I'm pretty. I like pretty things. She cute? She cute. What?
Thank you, baby.
Diva, say her name. I like when you say her name. Say her name. What's your name?
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time here on CAYBUZZ,
we have none other than Cayman's finest. Well, yeah, laugh.
I said what I said.
We have Cayman's finest.
Yes, ma'am.
Female singer, DJ, rapper. She's all rounded.
Check.
She loves pink. She loves purple. She's pretty.
She is.
She goes by the name of Kimmi Lorraine. Welcome to CAYBUZZ.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so
Welcome.
much.
Can we get a round of applause, DJs? What's production team? Jesus, wake up on the trans by the beauty when I did up last week with the man on the trans. We can't work. Come on,
Thank you for
guys.
having me.
You're most welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so it's your first time on
Yes.
here.
This
Like,
is my first official interview.
since when have you been in hiding?
Not really hiding, but I would say Cayman doesn't really have podcasts. You guys are the first. So, me after there.
We're going to take that. I'll put it back.
CAYBUZZ,
And this is,
CAYBUZZ.
you're like the second official artist that we've had on the show. So the first female, so you can have that crown.
Thank you.
We'll get that such fair. All right. Well, Kimmi, tell me something about yourself that I might not know from seeing on stage or hearing in your music. Tell me something about Kimmi Lorraine that we don't know.
Ooh, there's so many things I could say. Well, first off, let me start. I'm a Pisces.
Okay. When's your birthday?
It was yesterday.
It was your
birthday to you.
My birthday song. Birthday. No, not
It's the birthday.
man.
No.
Right?
I think I want to draw the
Which one?
Hold on. The assassin.
Assassin.
And if I want
Your birth, guys.
Earth strong.
Okay, personal ladies. Guys.
Oh my God.
Don't worry, I'm not
Happy belated birthday, Kimmi.
Thank you
Happy
so much.
belated birthday, sweetheart.
Thank you.
And I guess you're celebrating for the week.
Yes.
Listen, Pisces, we celebrate for the week, the month, and I think the
As
year
it
at,
should be.
at times.
It's always a vibe.
Just grateful for life,
What did you do for your birthday yesterday? Anything special?
Yes, so I had the day off from work.
That's
Wow.
good.
And
That is
I
good.
did a 1-hour hot stones massage.
Ooh.
I took myself on a lunch date.
Nice.
And then I went to Boss Chick Beauty. Big up Stacy every time.
Yeah.
Remember I tell you, Stacy.
Bad.
Man,
Bad.
I tell you.
The nails,
Yeah.
I'm the nails bang, I know.
Real
Nails
nail
bang.
strap boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I have a great team.
Ooh, Stacey did your hair?
Yes.
Of course, Stacey
My
did your
official
hair.
Stylist.
All right.
Artist as well.
And the makeup is unpacked. So
Oh, thank you. This is all
Boss
her
Chick
doing. This is
Stacey
all
Beauty
her
Bar.
doing. Yes.
Boss Chick Beauty Bar at the stylist on Instagram.
Yes,
That's Stacey. Yeah. Anyway, you want to drop there or at and
Yes, I will.
all right, cool. So check in with Lorraine. All right, so Kim, real quick, I'll go down. Are you originally from Cayman or are you Jamaican?
Wow. Why would you think I'm Jamaican?
Not true? Because them are gonna just think that Kaya the music, them not expect like music I come from Cayman. Like tell them something.
All right, let me
like,
give
tell
you,
them
let me
something.
let me try to do it really quickly. So
Yeah.
a lot of that's one thing that a lot of people really don't know. So
See?
I was adopted and I was brought to Cayman when I was 3 days old. So I was raised by Caymanian parents. But my birth parents, my mother was a 16-year-old Mexican American who was in high school at the time in California. My father was 14 years old and he's African American, black. And they decided that they wanted to put me up for adoption because, they were young, they were still kids.
Yeah.
And this was in the 80s. So my Caymanian parents were already married for probably at least 10 years or 12 years at the time. And they wanted to adopt a baby. So my dad did his thing. And he met a couple at Sunset House where he used to work. And they told him about the adoption agency in Los Angeles. And for about a year, they went through all of the process.
Yeah.
And then when my mom went into labor, they flew to Los Angeles to collect me from her. So it was really special for them because back in the day and even now in a closed adoption, your birth mother doesn't usually hand you over to who you're going to.
Right.
But it was like a rite of passage for her. So she actually chose my parents to be my parents. Like they had to do like an essay, send pictures, like the whole nine. It's a totally different process than what we would probably be used to.
Yeah, because normally they're interviewing the parents to see, okay,
Yeah, so my parents had to like write a letter and give them the whole story about why they wanted to adopt a baby, and it just worked out. And the thing is, when you see me with my Caymanian parents, so my dad passed away now almost 3 years ago, but when you see me with my parents or pictures of my Caymanian parents,
Yeah.
you can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
Because my ethnicity matches Caribbean people.
Yes.
So Yeah. So,
Until you
yeah.
said Mexican a little bit, I was like, yeah.
You seeing it
That's,
now?
that's why I
You
say.
want to see me in a
That's
black
why I
and
say.
red? When you see me in a black and red, you're gonna say, see the Mexican there.
Oh,
But yeah,
wow.
so I'm adopted. But
That's
Cayman is the
amazing.
only home that I've ever known. So
Yeah.
I still identify as Caymanian, but I'm Mexican
Which is
American
right.
Caymanian.
I would not know. That is a K-Buzz. Like, I feel like we just got serious for me. And that's what thank you so much for sharing that with us. Like, I appreciate that. And I appreciate you for being so open because not a lot of persons would. And that is,
The funny thing is though, my parents didn't even get the chance to tell me that I was adopted. Caymanians, them fast. So
who you for?
when I started George Hicks High School in year 7, it was like we were about to break for Christmas. When it's Christmas break, you have homeroom. You don't really go to class all day. You just chill out till 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, one of my homeroom classmates was like, "But you're adopted." Like we just talking around him. He's like, "But you're adopted, right?" And I was like, "Mm-hmm." Well, want to know what?
Right. How he know
that.
your business before
But
you know.
the funny thing is, when I was a little girl, my parents always had albums and albums and albums of pictures of me, but I never saw pictures with my Caymanian mother pregnant. All the pictures was after pregnancy, baby shower, keep after pregnancy. So there were always little signs.
Yeah.
And I just was always attracted to like Mexican food, Mexican culture from the time I was a baby. Like I love that stuff.
Yeah.
So it just, when it happened and I found out and I asked them, they didn't hide it.
Yes.
Yeah,
And they were.
my dad's talking. I was like, "Dad, I have something to ask you." And he's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Is it true that I'm adopted?" And he's like, "Yes, but that doesn't change anything." And I was heartbroken. I was 14 years old, and I was like, "Oh my God!" I was upset at first, but not upset that I was adopted. I was upset that they were scared to tell me, but
Yeah.
they were scared.
Of course.
Because back in the 80s, there wasn't many kids being adopted in Cayman. There's probably about maybe 2 or 3 others that I know about. Mm-hmm. But it's a tender subject. But I'm happy. I mean, I know that my birth mother loved me.
Yes.
And it would have to be a huge sacrifice to give your baby away to complete strangers and say, I know that these people, I'm going to put my baby
have
in
faith in these
people's
people.
care, and I know that these people are going to take care of my daughter and they're going to give her a great life. So, me being an artist and becoming a singer now, it's like, wow, I was born where everybody leaves to go. Everybody leaves from the Caribbean and everywhere to go to LA, and I was born in LA, so it switched and I was brought here. But that's just a part of the journey, yo.
Yes.
And I think that's helped build me to what I am, to really have that humble beginning, because now I'm trying to track back and actually find her. I've been trying for a while, but I'm gonna get there.
That's what that was my next question.
Yeah,
If I don't want to go too bad, but I wanted to know, did you
find her?
You haven't found her yet?
No. I've been trying though. Her last name is a very generic last name. Mexican last names are pretty generic, and in California, there's a lot of people with the same last name, so it's really, really hard. But I have a good amount of information, so I'm gonna be trying something different this year. But I have faith in God that He will bring me to her when the time is right. So
Wow.
Here's a little secret. I am a little genie, so I'm gonna put it out there in the universe.
Genie in the lamp.
That Kimmi Lorraine is gonna meet her mom pretty soon, and it'll be a beautiful experience for her.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wish that for you.
Really
Mom.
pray it does. Thank you.
You will happen.
All right. So
All right. Yeah, enough of the mush. It's just like, listen, I'm over this. Let's get it.
what I want to know though, Kimmi Lorraine, is Kimmi Lorraine.
Mm-hmm.
How did you start writing music?
Okay.
What
I'm glad you asked
age?
that. Okay. I've always loved music since I was a little girl. My mom would say that she'd put me in the bathtub and come back and find me singing to like my toys in the tub. So, like most people, we start in church, and I would sing cover versions and like Christian music in church and all of that. But when I experienced my first heartbreak at 16 was when I wrote my first song, like my first song ever, like sat down and put pen to paper. Yeah. And it was a really cool experience. Like it was just something random that I wrote over a weekend, and by a few days it was on the radio. Back in those days, like local artists, we didn't even care how we sounded. We just wanted the music out.
Yeah.
We were so young and hungry. like record, send this.
Yeah.
Back in those days, you're walking around to the radio station with your CD with your handwritten note on it.
Yeah.
So it is safe to say that your first song was recorded at the age of 16?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Due to a heartbreak.
Yeah, and I've been putting out music ever since, but just not on the level that I've finally reached to now.
Okay.
When you're young and you're hungry for music, you just want to be an artist. You don't realize that the music business is a business first.
Yes.
And I think that's
Yes.
something that a lot of people tend to forget, and a lot of people tend to make a lot of really easy mistakes early
Yes.
on, and they don't realize that the music business is a business first. And you have to have a great team of people around you. You have to have people that are going to be genuine to you. They're
Yes.
around you for the right reason.
Yes.
And people that want to guide you and see you do well, not just because they want to access to that, but because they genuinely care about you as
Yes.
a person. So that's something as well that
That is
I
so
think
true.
along the journey, you know, who needs to fall away will fall away, and who needs to come in is going to come in. And that's just how it goes.
That is fact.
Quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
I have had the privilege to call you on stage.
Yes, ma'am.
And I must tell you, she's humble.
Oh.
She's very humble.
But you can
But at one point, I thought she was Jamaican because when I called her on stage, one of the songs that she performed or one of the pieces that she performed, she chopped a colorful piece of cloth. and I'm like,
Here for the next female artist. She goes by the name of Kimmi Lorraine.
Yo, good kid.
As most Caribbean families, everyone usually has like a domestic helper to help take care of your kids after school. And every domestic helper that was in my family was Jamaican.
Yep.
So from the first right down to the last, and the last two, I am still close to those ladies to this day.
yes.
And the second one was from Denby in Maypen, Jamaica. So she's the one that kind of taught me how to cook up all the little Jamaican stuff.
All
and
right.
Taught me the bad words and the good
Catch
words.
the man.
And like, you know, come to Jamaica and visit and all of those great stuff. So I've been raised by Jamaicans, not just Caymanians. So
Yeah.
and I mean, this is Cayman. We're a melting pot. We have so
just
many
about to
different
say that.
nationalities here,
So-
but Jamaicans stand out as like the top one.
we
So
know?
it's just natural that you're gonna pick up a
Extra.
few
That's
good
about
words,
only
bad
kind
words
of-
around the way.
That's
Yeah,
about
I
only-
love Jamaica though. Jamaica's like a second home to me. I started
It
flying to
is.
Jamaica to.
I
all
figured
over.
something was along the line, you know, because to how the cloth was cut.
And you know,
It have some origin.
people say that I cuss sweet. And
Yes,
it's so
man.
Crazy.
Trust me, that cloth was cut in Maypen, Clarendon. Then be too specific,
Yeah,
because
man.
to be specific, but because I'm like, what you? But let me tell you something, peeps. She sings well.
Oh, thank you.
She's on key. She holds her key. She's on point on her rhythms. And especially the part that catches me the most is she's bad.
Yeah.
And that's a
lyrically.
good bad at rapping. So
It's a job.
she's just everything in one. So what I want to ask you, Kimmi, is how has Cayman been receptive to you? How receiving is Cayman Islands to you and your talent? Are they appreciative of you? Do they give you the strength you need, the push you need? What is Cayman to you, the Caymanians to you? And I would probably ask you to compare it to that of a Jamaican crowd, the acceptance where your genres are.
Honestly, I've been well supported over the years by my peers, whether we're in close proximity to each other at times or not. Ever since my first song, Radio Cayman was the first radio station that ever played a song for me. It was just like a quick phone call, send the email, or take the CD, and that was it. Over the years, I've started and stopped. I've put out songs. I've gone back in my shell. I've come and I've gone. And,
Yeah.
and for a period of time, after my parents divorced at 19, I put music away for a long time because when I realized that when you're young, you feel like you're gonna be able to bust as quickly as anybody else, or you feel like you can jump and
Yeah.
go to Jamaica and it's gonna happen overnight. Let me tell you,
Hey.
they are seeing me, and it's not easy. You're gonna go through a lot of things, and back to the thing about having a good team around you. When you're young,
Yeah.
when you don't have a manager, when you don't have a team, and you're hungry, people are going to take
Disadvantage
advantage
of
of
you.
you, especially
Yeah.
being a woman. It is hard.
Yeah.
And I've been through that before. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you sign a contract or not. People
Yeah.
are gonna scam you, and people are gonna take you for granted, and people are just not cool. So you just have to know what you're doing. But I've
Yeah.
been supported very, very well, I must say. And a lot of the other local artists, singers, rappers, whoever, like, we're all pretty cool. You know, when there's a stage show, if there's local artists that I know, I try to get there early to see them. It's not just about who's coming. I
Right.
really care less sometimes about who's coming. I want to see my local peers doing their
Right.
thing. And I think that I've been supported pretty well because every time for the 5-6 years that I didn't put out music, I would go to random places, Diva, and people be like, Kimmy, what's up? You're not putting out music anymore. You know, what's up? You should still put out your songs even if you don't want to be the next Rihanna or the next person. And, you know, as you grow in your craft, certain things that you probably wanted when you were younger, as life happens, as shit happens, and you get older and you mature, being the next it thing isn't really that important anymore. What becomes important is longevity. When you look at somebody like
definitely.
Barris, when you look at somebody like Bob Marley,
Yes.
when you look at people that leave a legacy,
Yes.
whether they're
Legacy
living
music.
or whether they're dead, that is the type of career that I want to emulate. Yo, when Barry step out on a stage, you know, man, the man don't even have to say anything. He don't have to open his mouth. The place done mash up already. So at them level of respect, me work toward in a life when it comes to music. I want to be taken seriously. I want when I do a stage show, people, yo, Kimmi, I sing tonight. Me know she'll give a good vocal. Me forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm aiming for. So even if it took me 10 years, 15 years to put out a great EP or a great quality of music, that doesn't matter to me because nothing doesn't happen before the time. And all of the heartache and the letdown and the broken promises, all of the bad things that would have happened, it had to happen to bring me right now to this point.
Yes.
Exactly.
That is facts.
But
believe that.
I must say though that Ziva, Kimmi has a song. When I listen to that song, it's like tears literally flow because in this time when you know some people have some catchphrase going around, hear it today, trust me, you don't want to hear it tomorrow. Hot today, and by tomorrow you're like, oh that. But her songs have steady shelf life. It has no shelf life whatsoever. It has no expiration date. You won't get tired of it. There is one on a slow rhythm. And I'm telling you, she's going to do that for us tonight. But I'm telling you, that song brought me to tears just listening to it because it has substance.
Yes.
And I know that song will reach a very far. It kind of reminds me of one of Marcia Griffith's songs, a very slow one. I'll get to that in a minute. But when you know that there is a good penmanship in the song, you hear it now and you want to hear it again.
Yes.
You understand? You just your soul. It's like she's feeding your soul with her.
That's me.
That's always been the intention.
Feeding your soul.
Even I can remember being 16 and performing at my first stage show ever, from the first song that I ever wrote at 16. I got to perform for Sean Paul. Now, back in the day, Just Give Me the Light was already popular. Like the whole Caribbean had already conquered that song. We knew that way before the Americans did. But when it became popular in the Caribbean and he came to Cayman, I remember the Hurleys group brought him here. And Miss Shanna Marion reached out to me. She was like, Kimmi, I want you to come and perform that song. And when I saw the reaction from the people in George Hicks, my classmates, like in the crowd, like I could not believe like the love that I was receiving. And back then I was like bigger plus size. Give me like, I'm slimmed down a lot compared to who I used to be.
You're taking nice.
Let me tell you. So I've always written from the heart. I've always written with great intention. And I've always said that even if I just touch one person at a show, I've done my job, because that is why I listen to music. Some people listen to music because of the beat and it gives them a rhythm and when they're getting dressed. But for me, I listen to music because of the words. Because of the energy that it gives me.
The frequency.
You ever know, like, if you, for example, if you're going out with your girlfriends, you know what artist to draw for to get you in that mood.
Yes, ma'am.
If you feel like you want to fight somebody, you know what artist you want to put on. You might
That's
put
right.
on Tupac, you might put on somebody hard. If you want to, there's different artists for different purpose. So I appreciate every artist, the Caymanians and everybody else. So everybody brings something different to the table. But I just feel like for me, that's the reason why people have always connected with my songs, no matter how long it takes me to put them out, is because it's from the heart. And I always write for the heart. I always say that I write my best music when I'm going through something.
Which is true.
So whether I'm happy or whether I'm sad, that is a time. And the song that I'm gonna sing for you guys later on that I released just yesterday.
Oh, wow.
I wrote that song.
The birthday song.
Yeah, I wrote that song a year
Buzz
ago.
premieres.
I wrote that song a year ago, and every single thing that I'm singing in that song is true, like 100% true to what was happening in my life
Wow.
at that time.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
But before I forget, back to what you were saying about how Cayman has received me, I want to say
Yeah.
R.I.P. to Champion, because Champion was the first promoter, the first person that ever put me on a flyer and said, Kimmi, you're a bad artist, me I keep a show, I'm a want you upon it. And short video as well, because short video was the first video personnel to ever record me at a dance, at a stage show, anywhere. And back then, Lord,
And I'm sure him still have the footage. Be sure.
You know what we're going to do right now?
I'm going to insert it.
You know what we're going to do right now?
What is it?
It's only fitting
Yeah.
that we take a couple seconds of silence for
That's it, you know.
Champion.
Yep.
We're going to have a couple seconds of silence for Champion.
yeah, those were the good days, man.
We're going to take some silence for Champion. Let us take a few seconds. Yeah, man.
But I think I'll give him a toast.
I forgive my toast.
He deserves
Big up
it.
yourself.
Champion, you left a mark right us up on the 3, 4, 5. You know, I've never gotten the chance to meet him, but short video went into his archive, and
And I'm full of them too.
I mean, full of them, you know.
Believe you're going to
And
find
he
something.
released one, and Champion they were just in a room vibing, and you can see that the personality was warm. And what Champion did in his time, what I know and I've researched is no bad mind of their own Champion.
No.
Listen to me, come sit down and say, well, away I one right so.
Yeah.
If I run Robin, if I drink out,
Yeah.
everybody I won. And it is in Champion's presence where most of these father this and father that and that the crew and that the crew, because at one point
That's
dancing
it.
was a thing for Cayman.
Yeah.
And most of these groups were formed in the presence of Champion, and one of which I'm talking about Stars Among Stars.
Starkey General.
Stars Among Stars was formed in the presence of Champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
may his soul rest in peace.
Those were the great days.
You know?
Yeah.
It was definitely.
Yeah.
It was
Cayman was a
definitely
different time back then.
Yeah, it was definitely a different time, and a lot of the first like
A different
quote unquote stage shows that
Yeah.
we had was because of him, like bringing
True.
artists that came on. I mean, I remember the first one, like Assassin.
Yeah.
Like there was so many different stage shows, but Champion and Champion Crew, like they really set the
The
trend
tone.
in Cayman when it comes to the Cayman dancehall culture. So I could never come and not remember him like at all. Like I just couldn't.
That was so good of you.
Yeah, I can never forget where I'm coming from. Like I've been through so much that those are the things, like I said earlier, that
Yeah.
make me who I am today, and I just have to remain grounded at all times. Those were the good times, and so like I said, he was the first person, and then after that, like they used to have the exposure talent competition. Short video was also a part of that. That was at Club 7. I think it might have been Club Octopus back then.
think
And
it
then
was
it changed. Yeah, it was that's how
Yeah.
throwback we're going.
Yeah.
That was every Thursday.
That
Short
part.
video called me out and said, Kimmi, we have a thing on Thursday night. You have to come perform. And they would like let local artists come and perform. They would bring like celebrity judges. They had Bunny Ruggs, Tinker Stewart.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know,
Interesting.
and we would perform, and then it ended up becoming a competition, and then people had to call in and vote. And then I got to open for Morgan Heritage. So over the years, just being around the fraternity,
Yeah.
just door after door after door, just continue to open.
You have a lot of experience under your belt, man.
You know what would be interesting if back in that time, because Cayman was a different time back
Yeah,
then.
camera phones were not a
Yeah,
thing.
like, it wasn't a thing. We didn't
no,
have all this.
It was like
Right?
BB pin, MySpace, high five.
Like,
you come home
we never
from
have
work
this.
and you log on to MSN Messenger, Yahoo Messenger, and them the
That-
throwback
right?
BB pin.
Like, can you imagine if we had half of the technology,
Yeah,
half of the
and the
software
footage that we
that
could have had back
back then? Yo, we would be lit. Like, it would be lit. There'd be a lot more content because there was a lot more talent around then. There's a lot more dancers. There was Cayman had a vibe back then that you had to just know it. If you knew it, then you knew it. But right now, it's a different temperature. But back then, we can never recreate that. It's a different experience,
I'm
for
happy
sure.
to have been, and that
Yes.
was when I was in my prime 20s. Listen,
It wa-
1920s, a roaring 20s, boy, those were the days. I mean, we would sing, go to events, sing, get up and have to go to work in the morning and
Yeah, yo.
hot up.
That's why I had energy. That your 20s.
Yeah,
you know?
man, that was some great time.
Sweet. All right. So now that we have Cayman's, I'm going to call her Cayman's icon because she, trust me,
She look
you all
iconic.
need to go on out and look for Kimmi Lorraine. Now I'm going to give her the opportunity to tell you, our viewers, where you can find her, what's her newest, her latest, what is it
Yeah,
that she's
more
been
not
up
the
to,
business.
all the platforms that you can find her on. So at this time, Kimmi Lorraine, I want you, hey, my loving name, Kimmi Lorraine.
You just roll off of your
Kimmi
tongue.
Lorraine.
Yeah, why the name? Why two first names? Because you know, they say two people, two first names are trouble.
Okay,
Wait,
so
go.
my real name is Kimberly. So
Hi, Kim.
Kimmy for short with an I.
Yeah.
Aye.
And Lorraine is my middle name, so
Oh,
Kimmi Lorraine. Janez actually chose my name for me.
yeah?
I used to be known as
Big up.
something else back in the day.
You don't want to tell me.
He's like Kimmy. People used to call me Kimmy at them. Like when I used to do all the stage.
Kimmi at them.
Give me at them.
Yeah.
I would just go and
Okay.
perform and people be like, yo, Kimmy, you're at them. And it just stuck. It just stuck. Like, short video still calls me that to this day. Like, he nah, let it go.
Oh my
But people
gosh.
used to call me Kimmy at them for
Okay.
years. And
I
then
think your name is stored in his phone as Kimmi at them.
probably is.
No, I'm not asking, I'm telling you.
When I
sorry.
finally decided that I was gonna get back into music and start to really take the thing serious and
Yeah.
get all my ducks in a row and start
Mm-hmm.
to take it to where I really wanted to go. Me and Nez had a conversation. He's like, Kimmy, you need something more refined now, man. What your middle name? And I was like, Lorraine. He's like, what about Kimmi Lorraine? I'm like, all right.
Agreed.
And I love it. And people always ask me, like, where do you get that name? I'm like, that's my name. That's me.
Yeah, man, it's sweet.
Yeah.
It's
So
sweet.
for the platforms right now, I'm at Instagram at Kimmi Lorraine. And I'm going to be doing a TikTok and all of the stuff. But like I told you guys, I'm just coming out of my shell.
Creeping.
Yeah, man, I've been around a long time, but I've
Yeah.
been, you know, like I said, life happens and things happen. And
Yes.
sometimes, you know, music has to take a back step. You have
Yes,
to
yes,
focus on
definitely.
it. I put down music. I worked. I've been doing accounting. This year is going to be 20 years
Wow.
for the same organization as well.
Wow.
So I've been doing accounting for 20 years. So
Congrats.
so for a time, I had to put music away and kind of focus.
On that.
And you know,
yes.
I went and got my associates. I should be further, but I went back
No,
to
that girl.
school. I put my music away,
Yeah.
and I just had to deal with my 9 to 5. But people would just, like I said, in random places, just get comments like, Kimmy, you're not gonna keep putting out music. So I was like, you know what? When you really love something, you can't let it go. And you know, sometimes music is like an abusive relationship. But it's like, yo, you want to left and you can't left.
Oh, well, you know.
And that's how it is for a lot of musicians, you know, like
Yeah.
you start something and then you not get where you're going no matter what you do. It's
Just
like
feel
just
discouraged.
not
Oh,
work.
is that
Yeah.
happening?
Then you feel
But that
discouraged.
happens. And then
Okay.
being from Cayman too, we're kind of at a disadvantage because the Cayman music business is not thriving like Jamaica. I wish that it was, because if we as Caymanians could have 2-3 shows a week and maintain ourselves from music, all of us would do that.
True.
Well, you see, that leads me to another question. Since you know Nez, is that situation he's always finding himself in. And then the other artists from our last interview, we asked again, that work and music balance. Does it truly balance? Can it balance? Like,
Well, they have a balance in a career of bills to pay. But what I'll say is this, especially going forward,
okay.
I think in 2024, all of us as artists, as women, as men, we need to take our power back and start to invest in ourselves.
Yes.
Self-care is not selfish. At times we feel like it is because we're so selfless. We're always thinking about everybody else. We're always worried about everybody else. And we're putting all of our investment into the 9 to 5. But if we had put the same investment into the 20 years, into the music, the real way, you'd have reached so further ahead. However, you have to go through the highs and the lows to make it where you are. Because I feel like the people that make it really quickly, I'm very happy for them. But I feel like the people that take that time to really get where they need to be, it's like you appreciate the journey so much more.
Right.
You do.
So it's like you have to go through the highs and the lows. So
Well, Kimmi, it is a proud move because regardless of how long you were out and down, the fact that you're up standing, it's not about the fall. It's always going to be about the rise. So we're very proud of you. And we will be using the CAYBUZZ platform to push you along because that's what we're here for. We're here to educate, entertain, and inspire. So, of course, we're going to be pushing you. So, Kimmi, you have to start the TikTok soon.
I know.
Pretty
Take your
girls
time.
need to have TikTok.
Take your time.
And my best friend
No rush,
told
no
me
rush.
about it for so long. But I'm gonna be honest, even though
Yeah.
you know I'm an artist and I do my music thing, I'm really just a really private
Private.
person now.
Yes,
When I was
exactly.
Young, when I was young, every pundit knocked me off of it.
Yeah.
But now I'm just cool.
What you can do with TikTok, though, you know, because TikTok is the place right now.
I realize.
And it's a great avenue for you to put your songs out there.
Yes, I
The long time ones, the Art Break song, that 16-year-old song
never
there,
got trend.
you need to put that on TikTok. Just make your songs be trending.
Yeah, true.
You know, that's what you need right now. So they can say, oh, wow.
Yeah, so they can.
Kimmi Lorraine. So you don't have to put your personal life out there because I do social media, but my personal life isn't out there. What you get is what matters. If I play music, then that's what you're gonna see, but you're not going to see how many kids I have and who I'm dating. You know what I mean?
I get it.
And I'm not gonna be asking you for any tops and roses. No.
What is Taps
Yeah.
and Roses? That's why I don't see Peter. I don't do this.
Share the live, everyone. Share the live. Tops and roses. No. I think if I need a rose or roses, I think I know where to get them.
Right?
I want to mention
Yes.
something
In my house.
before I forget because
Go ahead.
I promised the person that I was going to mention them tonight as well. So
Pick them
you
up.
guys were asking me about my connection with Jamaica.
Yes.
And not just with those ladies that used to take care of me after school, but when I was about 21 years old, I was introduced to a gentleman by the name of Blacker Cartel, and he's from Standpipe. And-
Papine,
Yeah.
ever hype.
And the OGs know who I'm talking about. So I met Blacker Cartel through his cousin who was working here at the time. And he's like, Kimmi, I have a cousin that's really close with Vibes Cartel. And I'm talking about back in the days when Don Corleone had his song.
Right.
Vendetta. This is before Don even started recording female artists.
Yes.
This is how
Believe them.
far back I'm talking about that I've been coming from.
Yeah.
So I flew to Jamaica when I was 21. Didn't really know him from Adams. And he was like, Kimmi, I want to help you. And I went to Jamaica. And he was the first person to take me in a studio in Jamaica. So he took me to Sam Dickey's studio in Mona. Sam Dickey's still around, so big up Sam Dickey and his crew as well. And like I
That's
said,
right.
music is just such a journey. There's so many things that you're gonna go through, but those experiences,
They
were
last.
they were the best.
Yes.
So yeah, Blacker Cartel was the first person who ever believed in me as an artist from Jamaica.
Wow.
And I mean, he tried with me with so many different producers. I mean, producers that are huge right now. And it just didn't work out. But everybody along the way said, you know, Kimmi, not because we can't work with you right now, that doesn't mean you should stop. Just keep pushing. And some of those same people that I met, they're huge now. Some of the artists that I've met along the way, they're only getting huge now. And so it's just, you just have to keep putting in the
Timing.
work. Yeah, you just have
Timing.
to keep putting in the
Right,
work.
so
big up
Mr. Blacker Cartel,
Yeah, man. How
we're shouting you out right now.
Big up yourself.
Blacker Cartel, all those who are in Standpipe, ever hype,
man,
Papine, we are talking about. Big up on yourself.
Yeah.
Blacker Cartel, thank you so much for believing in Kimmi Lorraine.
Yes.
And trust me, your work has not gone unnoticed. Notice she's here and she's talking about you. And I'm getting to know you now, Mr. Blacker Cartel.
Yeah, man. You
All
can pull
right.
it up, man, if they're on IG.
I'm going to pull you up on IG.
No, no.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting. So what's for the future now? Now that you have fallen your 7 times and now you're on the rise for the
That's
8th.
true. And you look so glorious when I get
And
out.
she's glowing.
Right?
So what is it? What are the plans you have
Okay.
for coming forward now?
Okay, so after a few letdowns and after a few things that happened along the way that kind of made me feel like I really just didn't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I started listening to some beats online and I was just like freestyling to them, and I ended up meeting one of the producers through a mutual friend here, and I found out that those same people were the owners of the rhythms that I had been listening to for like 2 and 3 years. So
Wow.
everything just kind of happened the way it was supposed to happen. So when I tell you guys that I finally have the team that I've always needed, it took me to go through every like failure for me to get
Wow.
where I am. So right now, I'm just taking my time, putting my songs out one by one and just working those songs and just building my catalog. I'm not really in a rush to do an album or anything, but I'm definitely working towards an EP.
Okay.
People have wanted that from me for so long. So I have to give it to them. I really have to give it to them. And I'm not going to do myself justice by having a dream and not continuing to put in that hard work. Because it's not easy. As you were saying, the work-life balance. Sometimes your 9 to 5 kind of just sucks the living life out of you. When you get off of work, the last thing you want to do is hop on the computer or go to the studio. You're tired. You want to make dinner. You want to relax. But you have to just keep putting in that work, and it's going to pay off.
Yes.
It is going to pay off, but you have to believe. And I love how Valiant says self-belief is the best belief, because there are going to be people that are not going to believe in your dream, but that's okay.
It's
That's
not
okay.
their
That is
dream.
okay. You have to keep going. You can't let every single thing that people say get you down, because if you keep listening to the noise, you're going to get lost in the noise, and you're never going to do the things that you want to do. You're never going to live out your dreams if you keep worrying about people. And I'm a Pisces. I overthink. It's a Pisces thing.
Yes.
I don't know if it's a Cancer thing, but with Pisces,
We do.
overthink. We're always thinking that people are
do.
thinking the worst. And sometimes sometimes it's not even the worst. Sometimes people just don't give you any reaction, but that doesn't mean that they're
not.
necessarily
Yeah.
Right.
negative.
Exactly. No.
Yeah, so that's basically what I'm up to now. I'm just with my team, putting my songs up one by one. I have a few things in the lineup, and I know you guys are going to be proud of me. Like,
We are already proud of you.
I'm already proud.
We are already proud. We're just going to continue to be proud of you.
Yes.
Production-wise,
Yeah.
I'm finally sounding the way I found my sound, and I'm finally sounding the way that I've always wanted to sound.
Listen, I heard her in sound check when I walked in, and I couldn't hear the rhythm. All I could hear
The
was
melodious
her
voice.
vocals.
Yeah.
I'm up something with vocals. So
Thank you. That's really important to me.
Kimmi.
You know, being young and seeing your favorite artists on stage,
Yeah.
you expect them to sound how the CD sounds.
You
When
do.
you go to a stage show and that artist does not fulfill what you expect them, or they don't
Wanna
hit the high
fight.
note that you were waiting for,
Wanna
you kind of
fight.
get disappointed.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know that feeling, so I try my best when I have a show or I have a performance, I have something like this.
deliver.
Yeah.
All right,
You have
Kimmi.
to.
I want to know, you are a lover of music and you're multi-talented, but who inspired you? When you listen to, I'm going to ask two persons. When you hear these two persons perform, tell me those two persons. When you hear them perform, it's like you're in heaven, you're levitating, you're actually above your body, looking on your body.
Yeah.
Give me that two persons that really gives you that inspiration that makes you want to say, okay, I want to be like them. If not like them, I want to get as close as I can
Okay.
to them.
That bit.
I'm gonna be honest. Growing up, and this isn't somebody that I experienced live, but growing up, I always loved Prince at a young age.
Purple rain.
Biggest show in the history of shows. I always loved Prince, and I think the reason why I loved Prince is because even though a lot of people felt like he was kind of weird or whatever, I never did.
Expressive.
I just feel like he's just being his true
Exactly.
Just being his
He's a
true
musical
self.
Exactly,
genius.
that's why I love
He
him.
writes music, he plays his music, he has like a catalogs and catalogs and catalogs of songs
Yeah,
that people
man.
probably
Yeah.
never hear. So I saw the Purple
artistically
Rain movie really
expressive.
at a really young age.
Yes.
And because of seeing him play the piano in the movie, I said to my dad the next day that I wanted to take piano lessons. So
Wow.
it was like when I saw the way that the crowd reacted to him in the movie, and then pulling him up on YouTube or watching him on MTV,
Yeah.
I was like, yo, if I ever become a singer, like I would want people to feel the way that he makes people feel.
If you were to ever do a song, and I think I want you to do that song for me,
Ay.
a cover version of Diamonds and Pearls.
You love Diamonds and Pearls?
Oh, I'm just visualizing, and
Just
I'm
putting
actually
that out
hearing
there.
you doing Diamonds and Pearls.
See what I can do with that.
That should be a good.
That is a buzz challenge.
That's
Kimmi,
a buzz.
I deliver and tag us.
Not now,
Yeah.
but I want to do it in a reggae version though.
Ooh, you're the girl, you're creative with it. Do it.
Very much.
Do it, you know?
Prince was always
Yeah.
very, very, I don't even know the right word to use, but he was just always really fussy about people troubling his original music. So
Yes.
he always wanted to have like the seal of approval before someone could sing over his thing. So when I do that now, I have to do it justice.
All right.
Which is right.
I'm patiently waiting on this because I know she's going to deliver. I know she got 4-3.
Prince was one.
Okay.
But also growing up, I used to listen to a lot of R&B music when I was growing up. TLC, Escape, SWV, Aaliyah,
Okay, yeah.
Mariah, all of the great ladies in the early 90s. And
Right.
Aaliyah was another person that I really, really loved. Like when she died, oh my gosh, me and my cousin
cried.
took that time. Yeah.
I did.
I mean, when we were young, like everybody was parting their hair and
Yeah,
putting
the
the little
The
tube
sweet
tops.
and the big baggy
Yeah,
pants
exactly.
and yeah,
Me.
guilty.
So if I could give you three,
did
like
it.
I said, Prince,
Yes.
Aaliyah, and DMX. DMX will
Dark man.
always
That makes sense.
Be like my favorite rapper of all time, and it again,
Okay.
it's about the energy. It's about the work.
Words.
I mean, when Rough Riders came out, they took the world.
World by storm.
They never.
Yeah,
None.
yes, I love Eve.
Eat.
Oh Lord,
love
Rough Riders first lady.
Yeah, so yeah. Don't pop though.
Bad,
But yeah,
bad.
DMX.
What you niggas want from me?
Yeah, boy,
And the
DMX.
good thing is, DMX on every album, he has two
Bro.
or one song where he prays.
Yeah.
He does. That's what a lot of people never realize.
Listen,
about DMX, you know?
this is what you call, and for you, Lorraine, to have DMX as one of those persons, I'm really thrilled. I'm really moved because if you know Dark Man X, you know that when it comes to spitting lyrics,
But what
Keisha, Letitia, Sean, LaShawn, about three Kims, Elite.
Well, you know not to
Listen.
mention Kim.
Listen.
But hold on, you realize her top
Slippin' is
three.
my favorite.
Yes.
Slipping, that's your
Slippin'
favorite
is
track?
one of my favorites. I mean, I love all of his music, but Slippin' is a song that every time I play that song, like, my eye run water. Like Slippin' is
That's a
a
good
song.
song.
Yeah, so when you guys get a chance and you listen to that, but you're gonna remember that, yo, no me know why Kimmy love that song.
Will do.
Slippin' is a really touching song, and it's just about the energy. So those are my top three. There's so many more, but those are my
The
top three.
top
Those are
three.
your top three?
Very
And just
good.
by hearing those top three, I can tell you this. Prince, very fashionable.
Yes.
Sense. Aaliyah, she got the vocals.
Yes.
So it makes sense. DMX, you still hear the rap. Wait, I go mix
She
it.
got it.
So yeah, it makes sense.
Crazy, innit?
It makes sense. Makes sense.
All right.
I like that.
So you're in tune to CAYBUZZ.NET, the newest and the only and the first podcast here on the 345. And I'm talking about the Cayman Islands. I am your co-host, DJ Diva, and also in studio with me tonight is the host for tonight, Lady Ziva Essence. So if you're trying to remember or name, just say then I know you're talking about me and you're talking about her. So all right?
Yeah.
So Lady Ziva Essence. And of course, I'm your co-host, DJ Diva. And this podcast is sponsored by Welly's Cool Spots alongside Shot Video and Shot
Bang, bang.
Video Productions. I'm going to be turning it over to the host who's going to take you into the performance. Lady Ziva.
Yay! It's
About that
performance
time.
time, guys.
Yeah, man.
We're fast in our business enough. When I have nothing else left for Sam. When I have nothing else left for fast board, Kimmy.
Okay, I'm
No,
ready.
we sure? We sure? Let me just 1, 2, 3 check. No,
After Mr.
no look
Chicken,
on
you
her.
have anything else you want to ask?
Nah, man. All I can tell you, don't look at her, sir. You know, don't look over here. I can tell you that. She's so real nice. I'm
thank you
loving.
so
I'm
much.
feeling her vibe. Kimmy,
you so much.
I have nothing else left to say more than just
Thank
sing to me.
The balance.
Sure.
The balance.
You're ready.
Balance.
The balance.
I-
How do you balance family and music? We know talk about
Sing
work,
to me.
but family. I'm not sure if you're a mommy.
No,
How
not
do
yet.
you-
Boy, I mean,
Yeah, work on it though.
I'm thinking about. I'm getting up there. You know, I don't even want to tell y'all how old I turned yesterday.
Nice. That's
my
the only
God.
time I never ask because I'm not too enough. That we won't ask. So we're gonna
So,
leave that alone.
so you're working on that part.
I'll be honest. Not
Yes,
right
dear,
now.
also.
It's definitely something that I would love to do. I love all of my family's kids, and I love kids in general. But I think that right now, for me, I really need to invest in the things that Kimmy has wanted to do and start worrying about the things that are to come. I feel like God is going to make it happen in the right time. I feel that now that I have the right team together, God wants me to stay focused and work towards the glory that He has for me in for my life.
Okay.
So I think that I know in myself that the mommy thing will happen, just not right now.
Okay.
That's my answer. May I copy your answer? Where you say your answer?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man, thank you.
Back to you, Z.
Yeah, so sing to me. No one hear nothing more. Your face pretty. I can't do that looking at her pretty face.
Big up Stacey Boss Chick every time. She never disappoint me
Never.
and she never will.
No, and she has this trend where you can sleep in your makeup. Like quick plug.
Oh,
I guess-
yes.
Like
Makeup.
I've seen ladies sleep in their makeup.
Yes.
Like when them get them like Stacey, them
I'm
go-
thinking
them
about doing
fix
it
up.
tomorrow. Actually, I said to her when I was leaving, I was
Oh, no,
like, do I have
ridiculous.
a purple or pink dress I could wear to work tomorrow so that I don't
Yo,
have to take all the little
Stacey has these
crystals
girls
off?
recklessly sleeping like this. Like they owe somebody some money.
Yeah, she lets you lay down and relax. Sometimes you want to fall asleep. But you know what?
The
I'm
chairs
going
are
to say
comfy. We love Stacey.
every great dream has to have a great team of people around you.
That
And
is
Stacey
facts.
is just one of those people that she's just such a loving soul. She's genuinely a sweet,
That is
down-hearted
facts.
person who's also had a lot of humble beginnings
Facts.
as well. So I feel that everything just has to happen in the right time. The right team when it comes to music, the right team when it comes to your glam squad, the right team when it comes to everything.
The right
So
team.
everything has to happen in the time. And I'm very happy to be one of her clients. I love her to death. So big up Stacey Boss Chick every time. Boss
Every
Chick Beauty
time.
Salon. Yeah, man, you don't know.
Located on Monaco Towers, right there in town.
Oh,
Anyways,
yes. Uptown with
quick
bougie.
plug.
Yeah, man.
Don't worry, you're gonna hear about them more. But Kimmi, I'm really proud of you. I'm really happy that you're coming back out here, and you're coming at your own pace.
Thank you.
You're slowly great. Take your time.
Yeah.
Don't let nobody rush you to do anything. It is your craft.
Thank you.
And I can tell that music is your expression. That's how you express yourself. And that expression can only come through true growth.
She
Which
want
I
me
can
to
see.
cry, you know?
No, girl, you do that early. But I can see that on you, Kimmi, and I'm excited for where you
Thank
go.
you so much.
As we say, in about a year or two, we can book her for next episode. Next season two, she go book her busy. And we have to charge.
Listen, anything for short video, that me say.
Means that we're gonna always have stuff free.
Video.
Short
Yeah.
video, big up yourself.
Anything
Anywhere
short
you are,
video.
short video, big
Yeah,
up
man.
yourself.
Yeah,
Wait,
man.
real quick,
Of
Kimmi,
course.
you have any shows coming up that we need to know about? Recently, when you're performing next?
I don't have any current bookings right
Okay.
now, but I just came off of Stars Among Stars doing the TJ Drift Show last year.
Ooh.
Yeah. I
Alright.
did get a call about Jaquan, but honestly,
All right.
I did get a call about Jaquan. Nugget did give me a call, but I was like, you know what? Give someone else a chance. I'm going to go and sit this one out and enjoy myself. And that's just the type of person that I am.
I was just about to say, you
Yeah.
that nice?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
nice like that?
Yeah, man.
That's cute.
Yeah,
That's a
man.
true
No,
heart.
that's how it
angel.
needs to be.
That's a
I mean,
true
at the
queen.
end of the day, I mean, shows come a dime a dozen, and you don't have when you're a professional, you don't have to really run down anything. The right shows
True.
are gonna come,
Yes.
and the right promoters are gonna book you. So
Yes.
I don't worry about those things.
All right, so where can we book you at? What's the management team? What's the info? How do we find you?
My booking info is KimmiLorraine@gmail.com.
All right.
Do you mind repeating that again for me, Kimmi?
KimmiLorraine@gmail.com.
All right.
Trying to sound like you know.
Nah. It's if my K-Buzz too.
Your
Yes, I get
festive
buzzy.
K-Buzz this tonight.
Right?
All right. So, and you're on Facebook. That's a platform. No, sorry, Instagram.
Yes, I'm on Instagram right now.
At Kimmi Lorraine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so peeps, you here? You can book her at
Kimmi.
Gmail. What's your Gmail address again?
KimmiLorraine@gmail.com.
And it's
Kimmi
Kimmi with
Lorraine.
an I.
Kimmi with an I.
Yes.
Kimmi Lorraine at gmail.com. So if you have your shows coming up, I'm not asking. I'm telling you.
Book her.
As a matter of fact, put that for your status.
Exactly, like Booker.
you need
her.
you need to put her there because if you're looking for roots rock reggae, she's gonna give it to you.
I'm your girl.
If you're looking
Listen.
for rap hip hop, she's gonna give it to you.
She go deliver.
And if you're looking for soca, she not gonna get.
No boy.
We don't want to tell you. She says Jamaica, not Trini.
Yeah, boy.
We said
Big up
Jamaica, not
Patrice. Oh, I
Trini.
love Patrice. Big up Patrice Roberts. I love Patrice Roberts. Yeah, man. I love soca. I think I love soca. As a Caymanian, when you're really young, you love soca.
Yeah.
Like, you want to go out and broke out.
Right? And that's the
you
only
want
thing
to
that was
dance.
playing back then.
Yeah, yeah. The dance hall and
So wait,
soca.
you wouldn't do a soca track?
I'm not saying that I wouldn't.
Okay.
But I prefer to listen to soca and go to a soca concert and enjoy it more than sing it. I'm really not one of those artists that love to go on with the gimmicks, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate the artists that do those things,
Yes.
and I appreciate the artists that lift up them foot and carry on and spin on and drop down.
Yeah.
And jump off and chuck off.
Yeah,
the stage and all that.
yeah.
But me
It's
that.
true.
Yeah.
Nah.
And I mean that. No.
Okay.
Roots rock reggae is definitely my thing, and R&B is definitely my thing. And people like when I rap too, so I'm going to give y'all a little
She's
bit of
bad.
that.
The bad. DMX type bad. All right. Well, I have the Roots Rock reggae tattoo, so I think I'm authorized. You're good. I'm going to. I want to leave. I'm actually get space. Like I don't. Can
You
I
guys
get
wanna
space, or should we stay?
You
want
can
us to
stay, girl.
Okay, I'm
You
gonna
can
stay
stay.
with her. Oh no, go to me cry. I get one little piece
No.
of tattoo.
No crying.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yeah, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, first time here on CAYBUZZ, none other than straight out of the Cayman Islands, and we call her the beauty. We also call her Kimmi Lorraine.
Turn me up, Richie. Hey, Black Street music. Kimmi and them. Black Cartel. Big up yourself and in the world. I ain't looking for no part-time lover. Strictly upfront, baby, no undercover. Respect and love me, deal with me proper. Stay beside me and never leave for another. I ain't looking for no part-time lover. Strictly upfront, baby, no undercover. No. Baby, you know I've been hurt before. All I need.
Can we get a pull up? 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 Hold it right. That's a short video. Hold on. Short video and short video productions. Let me tell you something. Kimmi.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
your butt, so. You hear how the girl are flow naturally? This is what you call talent. Just if I have some money, I would have money pull up. But right now, I think you should take it from the top.
It's quite fun.
I think you should take it from the top.
No problem.
And listen, no auto-tune about ya. Take it from the top, Kimmi.
Thank you. Hey, Black Street music. Yo, CAYBUZZ short video. You done know me after there. Enough respect. I ain't looking for no part-time lover. Strictly upfront, baby, no undercover. Respect and love me, deal with me proper. Stay beside me and never leave for another. I ain't looking for no part-time lover. Strictly upfront, baby, no undercover. No. No part-time lover, no. Baby, you know I've been hurt before. All I need is a love from you and nothing more. Nothing more. I will be a queen and you will be my king. And I will give you everything that you'll ever need of me. Yeah. I can be a fire, you can be my ice. And when things get too hot, you cool me down just right. I will show you everything you need to see, as long as you treat me good and do everything a real man should. Cause baby, I ain't looking for no part-time lover. Strictly upfront, baby, no undercover. Respect and love me, deal with me proper. Stay beside me and never leave for another. Baby, I ain't looking for no part-time lover. Strictly upfront, baby, no undercover. No, part-time lover, no. Say me want a lover that me no can be real. Me say me want a lover and I know about the deal. Say me want a lover, say me want a lover, say me want a lover. Say me want a lover that me no can be real. Me say me need a love that me know me can feel. I can feel. I ain't looking for no part-time lover. Strictly upfront, baby, no undercover. Respect and love me, deal with me proper. Stay beside me and never leave for another. I ain't looking for no part-time lover. Strictly upfront, baby, no undercover. No, don't want a part-time lover. I ain't looking for no part-time. Undercover, respect and love me. Stay beside me and never leave. I ain't looking for no part-time. No part-time. No. I ain't looking for no part-time lover.
Vibes reach.
Kimmi, where you at, man? We need you here. You need it on the airways.
Pull up truck video.
I'm here to stay.
Yo, Vital, anywhere in the world you're there, big up yourself. You don't know how to track this. CAYBUZZ.NET.
Different flavor.
They screaming, Kimmi, where you at, man? We need you here. You need it on the airways, so have no fear. I'm here to stay. I ain't never left. Lyrics and flows for years, leave these hoes out of breath. I tell them all the while I don't do this for the fame. It's been years now and I've been killing my game. I do it for the love while they do it for the likes. They got my name in their mouth, they too to God, but they ain't got no hope. Man, it's 2020 now, man, this ain't no joke. I'm cruising down on 7 miles.
Miss Kitty Block. What's up, Miss Kitty Block? Give me a shalala.
You're too bright.
Too bright. Get me slippers. Don't sue.
Yo, big up special ops. You don't know him dip on the live. But check in. Stay the boss chick. I see you.
Boss chick.
Yeah, man. Them dip up, man.
They screaming, Kimmi, where you at, man? We need you here. You need it on the airways, but have no fear. I'm here to stay. I ain't never left. Lyrics and flows for years, leave these hoes out of breath. I tell them all the while I don't do this for the fame. It's been years now and I've been killing my game. I do it for the love while they do it for the likes. They got my name in their mouth, they too blood clot bright. They looking to God, but they ain't got no hope. Man, it's 2024, man, this ain't no joke. I'm cruising down on 7 Mile. Oh, how I love my verdant eyes, and I'm dripped down in my royalty. Fuck your loyalty, cause I'm royalty. Upset the beat, I ran through it. Yeah, you know Kimmi the Trill is the best to ever do it. I'm up.
Hey, what's up, Miss Kitty Block?
You crazy.
Listen, me tell about the piece of cloth that was cut in Clarendon. No, this is the song that I'm talking about. When I tell you, say,
No.
she went on stage and I was so flipping proud of her. Me, I said, well, honey,
What
she
just
cut the piece of cloth on stage. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, boy.
Like, what just
Everybody loves that part, boy. This is cuss sweet, so.
No, what really just happened? Like, I was such in a melodious mood. You know, I was loving on man for 2 seconds, and then all of a sudden, me did the club and me did work. Oh, you make me do that so quick. Girl,
I just the vibes, man.
Yo,
do it again.
talent.
You want that again?
One more time. One more time.
Wait till you see what you can.
Excite me again. Fascinate me again.
CAYBUZZ.NET, we have to keep it buzzy.
Buzzy.
Short video, you don't know. Big up Richie.
Yeah. Come on, this actor.
They screaming, Kimmi, where you at, man? We need you here. You need it on the airways, so have no fear. I'm here to stay. I ain't never left. Lyrics and flows for years, leave these hoes out of breath. I tell them all the while I don't do this for the fame. It's been years now and I've been killing my game. I do it for the love while they do it for the likes. They got my name in their mouth, they too blood clot bright. They looking to God, but they ain't got no hope. Man, it's 2024, man, this ain't no joke. I'm cruising down on 7 Mile. Oh, how I love my verdant eyes, and I'm dripped down in my royalty. Fuck your loyalty, cause I'm royalty. Upset the beat, I ran through it. Yeah, you know Kimmi the Trill is the best to ever do it. I'm up.
That record is always so much fun.
It is.
Vital really bring me out of my shell, you know?
Ew. No, sir.
If that is out of your shell, then honey, walk on out.
What?
On out.
Right now.
I may have more to give on the tweener.
Yes.
Richie, what's next?
Ooh.
What about the birthday song?
Tough Chin Records.
That coming up. The birthday one. That's next after this.
All right.
Yeah, boy.
We got more.
Yeah, boy.
Aye.
Big up Tough Chin Records. Done know. Turn me up, Richie, if you can. Your tough chin, tell them how long it's been. Since the age of 14, this was all a dream. Plot twist, now I'm all up on their screen. They needed more, like dope fiends. They used to hate me, now they love me. And Kimmi on the scene, yellow tape crime scene. And make them...
Yo. Yo.
Richie keep on to do that drop something, then me tell him about it. And Richie stop now.
Pressure.
Richie stop that drop something, then man leave it, make it go on. Stop, drop it.
Don't drop no.
No man, drop it.
Richie, don't drop it.
Don't drop it, Richie.
Don't drop it, Richie.
Don't drop it.
Hold it.
Top chin, big up yourself. This one is called Never Gonna. Yo, tough chin, tell them how long it's been. Since the age of 14, this was all a dream. Plot twist, now I'm all up on their screen. They needed more, like dope fiends. They used to hate me, now they love me. And Kimmi on the scene, yellow tape crime scene. And make them know the East Link been set. From the day that we met, we had ambitions to cash checks and fly jets, make money and have rich sex. And now we styling on the haters, the backstabbers, instigators. Yeah, they never used to want to hear us, and now they can't get enough. You're the Kush, I'm the Roy, you got my heart on freeze, I can't thaw. I ain't gonna never let you down, you got my back, I got yours. Yo, sound the alarm, make them know the world is ours. But never gonna let you, never gonna let you down, no. Never gonna let you down, never gonna let you. Never gonna let you down, no. Never let you down, I'll always be around. And I ain't never gonna go away. Richie, I'm watching you, baby. I'm watching you, Richie. And I ain't never gonna go away. Me tell him about that something later. Next track, Richard, the birthday song time now. Woo. Yes, this is the one that my darling diva been waiting for. And this one was released just yesterday on my birthday.
That's right.
Yes,
Huh? Oh, big up Job Boy, big up Marvoni. And don't know that's my home team for life. CAYBUZZ world premiere, you don't know. Live and direct from the 345. Don't know where it's with it. I'm always being lady. Kimmi, Lorraine. Baby, you know you drive me crazy. You know I need your loving daily. Yeah. I know you never play me.
Wow.
Wait.
Wow.
So crazy, though.
Hold on.
Most of Lily water.
You love that one?
Hold on. Ziva.
Yeah.
Hold on track. Ziva.
Yeah, what?
That song, yeah. It a give me one vibe. One birthday get rude vibe.
Boy.
Babe. Yo.
Like, you
Yeah,
know,
but I'm in my
This is
R&B.
really...
too much camera for me in front, Anna.
This is going to be my birthday song from here on.
Ready for leave.
This is going to be my birthday song from here on. So ladies,
Wait.
this is going to be your birthday song from here on.
Wait.
We don't want to pop the buckle. Make the man them do that. We want to get sexy and feel birthday. All right?
Think about it. I mean, listen to the lyrics and you understand. I mean, think about it, ladies. Like when you see your man with his shirt off.